When I think of our current brand, I think corporate, professional, dreary, obvious, uninspiring.
What did you want me to say?
This is John. He's the founder of Montreal Associates. Montreal Associates is a recruitment company founded in 1978, specialising in IT and technology.
When I was a young man starting out, I went off touring around the States and Canada, and I ended up in Montreal and stayed there for a number of years. And it was such a beautiful city. For me, when I came back and I thought about starting a company, that was the name, and that was it, Montreal Associates. For me, when I started, it was IT recruitment. My mission really was just to be honest, I suppose. That was the underlying rule.
Shit.
This is David. He loves to be honest.
The main issue with the current brand is the name Montreal in Montreal Associates that most people associate to the city in Canada. And unfortunately, we are not based in Montreal.
Well, rebrands are always going to be
This is Kate. She's in charge of marketing. She was keen on a rebrand.
Well, when I first saw the brand and got introduced to Montreal Associates, the first thing I thought was, well, this is typical recruitment.
I think what comes to mind when we look at our branding is definitely letters are quite square, and that the blue is probably typical of where recruitment companies were in the 90s.
Setting up the company, I mean, the colour blue was, for me, the one. It was a soft colour, it was my favourite, and to be honest, with the colour blue, I'd buy it if I could.
It was really clear to me that the current brand just didn't scream anything that the guys had told me that they felt the brand represented. And I think that's when we clicked that we really needed to move it from more of a website refresh to a whole website and rebrand.
Any rebrand is going to be a piece of work.
This is Matt. He understands the difficulties of a rebrand.
You can't make an omelette without breaking a few eggs.
Everything can be a drama, from color to choice of words,
We need to be able to take some risks.
statements behind values.
I want people to feel represented. I don't want us to be like everybody else. We're not like everybody else, and our brand shouldn't be like everybody else's either.
We were really trying to pinpoint what would be at the core of this new brand. And then one of the designers came to me and said, well, let's use the binary code. The binary code is, the core of technology. It was what started it. And that really, resonated with us. Having those zeros and ones and starting playing with them and putting them into the motion of the MA, it really gives us a nice, soft, continuous flow to the logo, which gives it a really nice, approachable feel.
When I saw the new brand, I was excited. I think it's different and fresh and unique. We don't refer to ourselves internally as Montreal Associates. Nobody does. We refer to ourselves as MA. So I think it's time that everybody else did too.
It was not something I expected, because Montreal has been blue for years. But my initial reaction was, this is spot on. The MA is also a nice way to put the logo in a direct and simple way.
When I first saw it, it was interesting because I guess my immediate thought was it reminded me of an elephant's tusk. But I could see the background to it and how it was arrived at. I've got a lot of different people in the company now, and they're taking the company forward, onwards and upwards. And if this is good with them, then that's the way to go.
To everyone, I'd like to say that although we're coming with a new visual identity, we are the same business. What the new brand focuses on brilliantly is to capture a lot of the work that goes behind the scene to achieve something very simple: connecting curious people. I hope it works. Some people worked hard for that. It should work. Fingers crossed.